Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, I am going to be doing a collective reading and energy update for our beautiful collective here on YouTube. So I'm going to start by shuffling the traditional tarot deck. If you would like to manifest a specific message from the reading today, then I do recommend liking the video and subscribing to the channel, as this does allow me to better pick up on your energy and frequency and channel more specifically for you and your situation. So the first card to come out is the Nine of Wands. This is very much a card of persistence and resilience. Now, prior to starting this reading, I actually received a major download for someone who would be listening to this reading video. And this download was that there is someone connected to you who actually is feeling much more resilient and persistent towards you than you may actually consciously realize. In fact, this person may come off as apathetic, disinterested, or might even play off their feelings as insignificant in the 3D. However, I'm getting that beneath the surface, this is someone who actually has a great deal of persistence when it comes to pursuing some kind of connection or interaction with you. Now, I don't feel that this reading will necessarily connect with everyone, so only take this if it resonates for you personally. Of course, my goal through all of these readings is simply to connect you with that personal, intuitive voice within yourself. But for whoever I'm speaking to here, I am going to go ahead and pull a few more cards here. So what is going on with this person that is very persistent? By the way, although of course these labels, divine masculine and divine feminine, can connect to your internal divine masculine or divine feminine or to someone externally, I am feeling that for whoever I'm speaking to here, you are most likely connecting in to this reading as the divine feminine, whereas I'm picking up a very masculine energy from this person coming through that seems to be feeling very persistent towards you. Now, we do have the High Priestess in the reverse position, showing some sense of blocked intuition here. So you as the divine feminine might actually be feeling a bit blocked when it comes to intuitively sensing how this particular masculine or divine masculine is feeling towards you. It's almost like this person's actions or behavior are somehow confusing your intuition in some sense. Yeah, what is really hidden from you consciously, what you might not be fully aware of, is that there is some kind of very fast-moving, intense awakening happening within this particular masculine, because here we have the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. By the way, this is a bit of a side message for someone, but I'm picking up that the masculine I'm sensing here immediately recognized you at a soul level. There was very profound, conscious soul recognition. I'm seeing something about the moment they looked at you, feeling this sense of knowing, as though they had known you before or knew you from somewhere. And this was a very unique experience for them. Even though I feel in many cases this may be something they haven't said to you or spoken to you with words in the 3D. I'm also getting with loosen your grip in the reverse position. It's almost like the masculine here has been trying to hold on very tightly to their sense of logic and reason when their connection with you seems to entirely defy that logical sense within them. It's almost like they're trying to control that awakening process that you activated within them by holding themselves back from speaking, communicating, sharing, and behaving in alignment with those energetic changes that are taking place within them. So what else is going on within the masculine coming through here? Yeah, with rest and rejuvenation and magician and the mirror reversed. I will say this magician and the mirror card is one of my top 2 twin flame cards in the deck. So it's possible that this is a twin flame connection, although of course that won't necessarily be the case for everyone. However, with this card reversed, I see it almost pointing internally, like something energetically is happening within this particular masculine, again, as a result of this spontaneous recognition of you at a soul level when they connected with you in the physical world. This masculine is feeling very restricted somehow in the physical world, in their own conscious mind, with financial constraints in the upright position. They are dealing with some kind of restriction or limitation physically that seems to be holding them back from fully behaving, acting, and thinking in alignment with that flow of the energy within them that is pulling them towards you. It's causing them to resist or to attempt to resist this connection in some way. And as they do this, they are actually blocking their own true power, their own true energy flow, their own connection to their inner self. And with cornucopia reversed, they may actually be experiencing some frustrations or delays even in their own personal life when it comes to manifesting or attracting what they want in other areas of their life as well. And all of this is because of them trying to really overly control the process here, the process of their awakening. I just keep getting the energy of someone trying to control themselves to keep themselves from behaving, speaking, or acting in ways that they might consider to be overly emotional or irrational, but that their soul is really calling them towards. I also see with the root chakra upright that this particular masculine seems to be very, very focused on logic, reason, what is actively manifested around them physically. And it's been really overwhelming for them to go through this awakening and to be cracked open, essentially, to so much wisdom spiritually, so much knowledge and information that is far beyond what is actually physically present and manifested around them. It's almost like their connection to you is opening them up to this whole different layer of reality, this whole different perception of the world. I feel that you think or see the world very differently from this masculine as well. The two of you may have very different idea systems, ideologies, belief systems. You may be much more quote unquote spiritually minded, whereas this particular masculine may be very heavily focused on what they can measure, observe, calculate in the physical world. They seem to be heavily reliant on their concrete sense of logic and reason. That is really coming up continuously in this reading. So I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle the cards here because I do see the victory card as well, representing that I feel there's some kind of breakthrough coming within this person or within this situation. So what kind of breakthrough is coming within this masculine or within this situation? Okay, so they're going to be realizing that they are incapable of moving on from you, from the idea of you. I'm hearing they've been trying to move forward, but it's almost as though they're tethered to you. Every time they move forward, not only do they get pulled back in, but each time it's as though they are being pulled back in even stronger than before. Their heart is stuck here, stuck on you. And I feel that ultimately, this particular masculine is going to be realizing that this movement forward from you is impossible. Why are they feeling as though it's impossible to move on from you here? Why are they unable to move on? Okay, once again, we have the Nine of Wands because they feel a natural persistence towards you. It's almost like regardless of what is happening between you in the 3D, this person's soul feels a determination to connect with you, to be in your life, to communicate with you. I feel that because of this, things between you may actually have seemed to move very quickly initially in the early stages of getting to know each other. And from your perspective, Divine Feminine, you may have felt as though this kind of burned out really fast or flamed out. But I feel what happened here is in the beginning, this masculine was allowing himself to go with the flow of that energy that you'd activated within him. Whereas at some point, his 3D senses of limitation, those fears began coming to the surface. So he began to try and control his behavior towards you, his actions, what he was communicating, because he was afraid that everything he was feeling and communicating was illogical, irrational, didn't really have a concrete basis. However, again, what he is beginning to realize is that there is no stopping the pull that he is feeling towards you. So what else is going on here with this particular masculine energy? We have the Chariot in the reverse position. This masculine may feel as though they are drifting in their own life or feeling lost in some type of way in their own life at this time. Almost like they feel as though they're lacking a sense of direction. I feel this may relate to work or career for many of the masculines coming through here. They may actually see this lack of direction in their life or in their career as an obstacle to connecting with you, almost as though they feel like they want to get their life in order to really have more to offer you in terms of 3D stability or 3D kinds of offers before they move towards you. But at the same time, this person seems also very incapable of actually letting you go. So it's almost like they've backed themselves into this kind of corner, or at least that's how they feel to them, where on the one hand, they desire to move towards you very quickly with the Eight of Wands upright. However, they are confusing your intuition again with the High Priestess card reversed. That card keeps coming out. A Divine Feminine feeling confused in her intuition because this masculine initially seemed to want to move forward very fast and might even at other times in your connection randomly seem to be moving very quickly towards you, and then will suddenly drop off out of nowhere, or suddenly things seem to flame out. This may even be a recurring pattern in your connection, not even necessarily something that happened just once, but possibly something that seems to happen over and over, where things seem to start moving very quickly, and then all of a sudden everything begins dropping off. And again, what I'm really seeing here is that with that Chariot reversed, what this person's higher self or their soul seems to really want you to know is that they are doing this not because they don't feel the pull towards you, not because they don't feel that soul excitement to connect with you, but because they themselves are feeling like they're being blocked by obstacles in their 3D life, specifically with this lack of direction, feeling like they want to stabilize more in the physical 3D world before they can come forward with an offer that they really feel would be worthy of you. And I see that offer coming up as the 9 of Cups in the upright position. I feel like this masculine wants to offer you fulfillment on every level. So the ironic thing is, when they feel as though they are incapable of offering that fulfillment on every level, they will actually stay away from you rather than coming towards you. And that is what is so strange and confusing about this situation. It's almost as though they respect and admire you so profoundly that they only want to give you the best. And when they feel as though their circumstances are rendering them incapable of giving you the best, the optimal kind of offer, they will actually pull away from you. So I want to see if I can get more information on this 9 of Cups, what kind of offer this masculine desires to make to you once they find their stability in the physical world. Door to Spirit upright. A highly spiritual connection. So again, there was an instant recognition here. The masculine coming through here has recognized from the very beginning, instantaneously upon connecting with you, that there was some kind of deeper soul bond here. And I feel this is something that they haven't communicated with you. So part of this offer that they're wanting to make is actually being more forward about the spiritual aspect of this connection that they've always felt to you. I feel that maybe Divine Feminine, you've had hints or glimpses of this, but know that whatever this person may have told you about the spiritual connection they're feeling to you, any way they've hinted at this, it's really only just scratched the surface of what they are actually feeling. I hear them saying, I can't give my heart to anyone else because I am yours spiritually. With the woman holding a heart in the reverse position, I feel as though ever since connecting with you, this masculine has been incapable of feeling any attraction or pull to anyone else in a significant way. And again, I feel as though this is something that you, Divine Feminine, may not be fully consciously aware of. In fact, in those periods of time where this masculine seems to flame out or pull back their energy, you may believe that they're pulling back because they are connecting with others. But I feel at a soul level, they want to say that they've been absolutely incapable of feeling any sense of pull or connectedness to anyone else. Their sights are set on some kind of potential futuristic outcome with you, with the Victory card, but also I feel strangely with the Anxiety card here, they may actually worry at times about you connecting with others romantically or moving on from them when they know that they are really incapable of moving on from you. I'm hearing the tables turned or at least that may be how it's been perceived. What I mean by that is you may have actually thought, Divine Feminine, that you were more invested in this masculine than they were invested in you. So you may have believed that they were the one with a lot of different options, maybe that they were exploring some of these other options with other feminines romantically, when in fact it seems as though the opposite was the case, that this person felt very much fixated on the idea of you, and you have been the one that possibly has had other potential options or opportunities, and this masculine senses that, and they are afraid of, I'm hearing, being put out of the competition. It's almost like they see you as being someone who has a lot of people competing for your time, your energy, your attention, and they see themselves as possibly being eliminated from this competition for your heart or for your attention. And that is something that really does worry them here. I also feel they have a strong sense, almost as though they feel like time is running out. They're feeling this time pressure to really break through some of those obstacles that I mentioned earlier, that again could be related to life or work or finances for some of them. For others, it could be related to other karmic ties or situations that they're wrapping up. But I do see that it's almost as though their guides are reminding them that the spiritual expansion, the soul level expansion, has to happen first before they are going to experience those breakthroughs and the obstacles in their life. And I do see that soul level expansion happening in a really profound way, although of course their human self seems to be feeling frustrated because they haven't yet fully learned how to trust in that expansion process happening within them. So when they're seeing this lack of evidence in their physical life, or they're feeling these delays, seeing these obstacles, worrying that time is running out, they may actually begin to doubt the process. But I do see that energetic expansion process happening within them regardless. I'm also getting that the masculine here seems to be spending a lot more time alone than usual, with community reversed. They also might be traveling frequently or moving from place to place. That won't necessarily connect with everyone here. But with the Healer of the Ages upright, I'm seeing that this disconnect from a strong sense of physical community for them, possibly being thrown into more of a hermit mode than they're accustomed to, is actually for the purpose of really peeling back the layers. I'm hearing taking away the distractions, allowing them to come back more into their true self, represented by this Healer of the Ages card. And I do see them continuing to embody more and more aspects of that true self through this expansion process taking place. And I should say as well that all of this is really aligning them here from a spiritual perspective with a higher path for themselves. And I feel that was the purpose of your meeting, regardless of whether you, Divine Feminine, choose to continue connecting with this masculine or to take them up on that offer I see them bringing into your life. Regardless of what you choose here, know that you have served a very powerful purpose in this masculine's life, because you are, I'm hearing, introducing them more to their true self and giving them the opportunity to shift onto a higher timeline. In fact, this isn't the first or only time that you've had this effect on someone. I feel that by connecting with your energy, others are given an opportunity to align themselves with a higher vibrational timeline, because that's what they would need to do in order to continue connecting with you consistently in 3D, whether that's in a platonic or romantic sense. because you carry a very high vibrational energy. And if you are connecting with this reading so far, I'm sensing that because of your consistently high vibrational energetic frequency, you are aligned in a very stable way with what we consider to be the 5D, with these higher planes of existence energetically, and with these higher timeline potentials. That means that when other people meet you or connect with you, they can only consistently connect with you when they themselves are aligned with those higher vibrational timelines consistently. So in this way, you actually powerfully inspire, uplift, and empower everyone around you who is in your life. So I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle the cards here. I want to pull a few more messages about this situation. So what else can I channel here for the beautiful Divine Feminines listening? So this actually feels like more of a generalized message. For some of you, this could apply specifically to this masculine we've been channeling and to this situation. For others of you, this might be much more general. But with hostilities reversed and the third eye chakra upright, I'm hearing a very clear message to someone to stop fighting your intuition, to no longer fight where your soul is guiding you, even if it doesn't fully make logical sense to you in the moment. Because I'm picking up a very specific message for someone tuned into here who has been really trying to run circles around understanding something from a conscious, logical human perspective that is highly spiritual and actually incomprehensible from that conscious level. It's something that your soul just knows. It's a wisdom that you feel, that you sense, that you intuitively, instinctively know how to follow, but that doesn't necessarily have a logical basis. And I feel that someone has allowed either judgments from others, judgments from society, or even some self-judgments to creep up and cause them to question this path that they're on or where their intuition has been guiding them. And if that is you, I feel there's a really strong message coming through that you can trust where your soul is leading you. You can trust those things that you know without really being able to explain them or to validate them or rationalize them in 3D terms to others, because you are quite literally existing at a level energetically that many people are not going to be able to comprehend consciously, that many people are not going to be able to understand. I'm hearing that you don't have to explain yourself to anyone, including to your own self. You can follow those instincts in your heart and in your soul without needing to rationalize, justify, or explain them to anyone. So in the extended version of today's reading, I am really excited to take a much deeper look at the particular masculine coming through here. So in that extended reading, we're going to be channeling what this masculine is thinking and feeling, really those deepest parts of their emotional world that might be hidden from you in the physical at this time. I'll also be channeling more information on what kind of offer this masculine desires to bring forth in the future after breaking through some of those perceived obstacles in their life, as well as any other love messages they might want to deliver to the Divine Feminine. Now, for you Divine Feminines listening as well, I will be channeling spirit guide and higher self messages for your current life path and at this point in your soul's evolution. So if that is resonating with you and you're feeling an intuitive pull to explore the extended version of this reading, the link to that is in the pinned comment and description box under this video. But for now, I am going to be pulling just one final card from the Roomy Oracle. And this Roomy card particularly has been coming out so frequently in recent readings, which tells me that there are some really powerful messages coming through the energy of this card. And I will be sharing some of those messages from the Roomy Oracle Guidebook now. So the Roomy Oracle Guidebook says, when you are conscious, a cloud of sadness surrounds you. When you are beyond consciousness, the moon rests in your arms. When you are conscious, the beloved moves out of your reach. When you are beyond consciousness, the ecstasy of love moves your way. When you are conscious, you are depressed like fall. When you are beyond consciousness, the winter cold feels like spring. All your wavering is due to your longing to be stable. Look for instability until you become stable. Roomy. And the guidebook also says, I love you. I am your other self. I am with you always, your partner on this soul journey. I am the you that you do not see. I am the you that speaks through intuition and instinct. I whisper and sing and shout my crazed truth-telling to you through your dreams, through your body. I am the you that is wise, that trusts in life, that knows. I am the you that sees reality rather than appearance. I am the you that knows how to be happy and free. And the guidebook also says, this oracle has come to remind you that everything is all right. The universe has your back, no matter what appearances may seem to be to your more limited consciousness in the light of day. You are being guided through a wider universal knowledge, through circumstances and situations that are ultimately going to free you into a greater love than you have ever known. No matter how out of control life may seem, all is proceeding just as it should, and your desires will manifest. You know something deep in your bones without knowing how or why, or without particular reason. You just know. It doesn't make sense, but you know. This is a confirmation that your knowing, mysterious as it is the divine talking through you. Trust it and act or not accordingly. So that feels like a perfect place to close this first reading here on YouTube. Again, if this is resonating and you do now want to head over to Patreon with me as we channel more extended additional messages for the reading, the link to that is under the video. Otherwise, I am sending you all so much love today, wishing you a beautiful day and weekend, and I will connect with you here again in Monday's reading.